Hey guys, welcome back to Theology Thursdays, where we answer your questions about God, faith, and culture. My name is Sarah. We have John. It is the day after Christmas, so I hope it was a Merry Christmas. That's exciting.
Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Very
exactly.
Merry Christmas.
Well, to be honest, guys, all I know is we're talking about clickbait.
That's right.
This is literally all I know. So,
That's right.
John, you just take it away from here.
So this kind of originates from a thought that I had, and I saw
Deep thoughts?
It's not. No,
Deep thoughts with John?
you're gonna laugh when I
Okay.
actually tell you about it.
Oh, excited.
So there's a guy named LeBron James.
Never
Have you
heard of him.
Okay, you've heard of him.
Just kidding.
He's if you haven't heard of him, he's a professional basketball player and has for a long time. So there was a video of him, and he was at his son's basketball game. His son was in like 8th grade, and the video goes super viral because he was actually doing layups, dunks in his kid's layup line. Okay, so the video goes crazy, and then also what happened is that he was on the sidelines cheering for his kid, and that was also online and got 100,000 views or whatever.
Okay.
And so I was thinking to myself, is LeBron like performing for his fans, or is he really like genuinely having fun in the layup line like a dad would, or and also cheering for his kid? Okay, that's a kind of a question.
Okay.
Here's the deal about LeBron James. The guy has been mega famous, not just famous, but mega famous since he was 15, 16 years old.
Which is crazy.
Because
Crazy to think about.
he's been a wild basketball player ever since. So he's been in the league for a long time. And so when you think about this, anywhere he goes, I mean anywhere in the world he goes, people know who he is. So the question is he always performing? Can he ever be himself? Okay.
Okay, that's...
What are your thoughts on that? Just your you haven't heard any of this. What are your
Right.
initial thoughts on this? Did it break your mind a little bit?
I mean, it broke my mind a little bit because, I mean, technically, I feel like you could just be you, right? But at the same time, like, you're aware of the fact that people are always watching, and so
Right.
you therefore act differently
Yep.
when you know that.
And it's a wild thing. So here's why I bring this up. You could use a lot of people that are mega famous. So I think of a guy like Justin Bieber, who was famous from a young age, and now he can't go anywhere without people mauling him and being, so he can't ever feel like he is himself. And so when I say clickbait, I start thinking about, all right, students, you, us, when we post on social media, we do things to garner a response from people. So a guy like LeBron, or maybe even a guy like Justin Bieber, would act a certain way because he knows people are going to respond a certain way, good or bad. And so when you have students, when you guys are posting something online, you're going to eventually get to a point where you want to post things that get good responses. You got thumbs up on Instagram or YouTube or
Hearts
whatever.
on Facebook.
Exactly. Have you fallen into any of that on social media or just regular interactions?
I mean, I pretty much post pictures of my kid and my dogs.
So do you ever
My
look?
kids and my dogs.
Do you ever look and
Yeah.
you're like, well, I posted this, and when I posted this, it got more likes than others?
I feel like I do, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I really don't love social media, but I think I still fall into that,
Okay.
to be honest.
So here's the deal. What does this have to do with clickbait? What does this have to do with you
You're
guys?
asking my questions,
And
yes.
so I'm kind of setting all of this up to be like, this is the world that we live in.
Yeah.
We live in this culture where we are constantly performing, right? And so are we ever ourselves? Actually, Instagram notices this. I don't know if you knew this, but Instagram has been testing and are probably going to take away the like button.
What are they going to do?
Yeah. So when you post a video, it's optional for you to see how many likes LeBron James would get on a photo that he posts. So even Instagram, this place that's not a Christian entity, would looks and says it's probably unhealthy for people to look and say, "Oh man, look at the amount of likes that these people are getting."
That's actually pretty cool that they're seeing that
Yeah.
could be a problem. Yeah.
But, so for us as Christians, for you as students, Christian students, trying to grow up and trying to navigate what this even would look like, I want to just throw this out there. when we bring it down to, this is Theology Thursday, right? When we bring it down to, it comes to what are we doing? Who are we performing for? Okay, so are we performing for the people that are liking our videos, for the people at school who are giving us attaboys and pats on the back? Who are we performing for? Because we know that Jesus has done all of the performance for us. And so we know God has adopted us into his family, which to me would be something like, I don't have to perform. I can be what God has created me to be unabashedly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's really all I had today. I just really wanted to kind of throw that out there because I was actually thinking about a thought. How should we be living, or how should we do these things?
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's something, again, we're starting the conversation and starting to think about the fact that, like, do we even think about the fact that we're affected by our like count, or we're affected by whatever it is that we're posting? And because of that, like, how does it change us? And so how can we direct that towards a life that lives for the Lord?
Exactly.
Very cool.
So I would actually like to see maybe your thoughts on this, comments in this in the comments section, or just kind of throw out what are you guys seeing? How are y'all affected by that? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, definitely leave that below. As long as any questions that you have for future videos, hit that like button, press the little notification bell, and guys, we'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.